Ever wondered how those quick loans from apps like Branch actually affect your credit score? Do they help you build credit, or could they potentially hurt it? That's what we're diving into today. The big question of whether Branch reports to credit bureaus. Now, before we get into the specifics of Branch, let's zoom out for a second and talk about credit scores in general. Think of your credit score as your financial reputation. It's a 3-digit number that lenders use to assess how likely you are to repay a loan. A higher score generally means you're seen as a responsible borrower, which can unlock better interest rates on loans, credit cards, and even things like mortgages and car insurance. There are 3 main credit bureaus in the United States: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These bureaus collect information about your borrowing history, including things like credit card balances, loan payments, and any instances of missed payments or defaults. This information is then used to calculate your credit score. So, how do lenders report to these bureaus? Well, when you take out a loan or open a credit card, the lender typically reports your payment activity to one or more of these credit bureaus. This reporting includes both positive information, like on-time payments, and negative information, like late payments or defaults. Consistent on-time payments can help build a positive credit history and improve your credit score, while missed payments can have the opposite effect. Now, let's bring it back to the question at hand. Does Branch report to credit bureaus? This is where things can get a little tricky. Unlike traditional banks or credit unions, many online lending platforms, including those offering payday loans or short-term installment loans, don't always report to the major credit bureaus. This is often because the loans are smaller and have shorter repayment terms. However, it's crucial to understand that some online lenders do report to credit bureaus, particularly if the loan is structured as an installment loan. And even if they don't report to the major bureaus, they may report to alternative credit bureaus or use other methods to assess creditworthiness. So, what about Branch specifically? Unfortunately, there's no clear-cut, universally applicable answer. Branch's reporting practices can vary depending on several factors, including the country you're in, the specific loan product you're using, and even changes in their own internal policies. This means a few things. First, it's essential to do your own research. Check Branch's terms and conditions, their FAQ section, or contact their customer support directly to inquire about their credit reporting practices in your specific region. Don't assume they don't report just because they're an app-based lender. Second, even if Branch doesn't report to the major credit bureaus in your area right now, it doesn't mean they won't in the future. Lending practices and reporting policies can change, so it's always best to err on the side of caution and treat any loan as if it could potentially impact your credit. Third, and this is important, even if direct reporting to credit bureaus isn't happening, defaulting on a Branch loan can still have serious consequences. Branch, like other lenders, can pursue collections efforts, which can include contacting you, sending your debt to a collection agency, or even taking legal action in some cases. These actions can definitely impact your financial standing and create significant stress. Now, let's address some common misconceptions. Some people believe that since Branch offers relatively small loans, they're insignificant and won't affect anything. This is a dangerous assumption. While the individual loan amount might be small, failing to repay it can still lead to negative consequences, as we just discussed. Another misconception is that only negative information is reported to credit bureaus. This is also false. Positive payment history, like consistently making on-time payments, is also reported and plays a crucial role in building a good credit score. So, even if Branch does report, making your payments on time could actually be beneficial. So, what's the bottom line? Well, it's difficult to give a definitive yes or no answer about Branch's credit reporting practices without knowing your specific circumstances. It's always best to assume that any loan you take out could potentially impact your credit. Treat each loan responsibly, make your payments on time, and avoid defaulting. Here are some key takeaways to remember. Research Branch's specific policies in your region. Contact their customer support or check their terms and conditions. Treat all loans responsibly, regardless of the lender or loan amount. On-time payments are crucial. even if the lender doesn't report to credit bureaus. Defaulting on any loan can have serious consequences, including collections efforts and potential legal action. Don't rely on assumptions. Always do your due diligence and understand the terms of any loan you take out. Ultimately, understanding how loans and credit reporting work is essential for managing your financial health. By being informed and responsible, you can build a strong credit history and achieve your financial goals. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.